Hello everyone, I'm Lexi Lou, and welcome to this week's episode of the Violet Cauldron. Hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, Lexi Lou here, and today I should say, I went and I spent time with the fairies. Basically what I did was I went to South Park. It's this park, you probably can't see it, it's nighttime, where I live, and I went during dawn and dusk, and basically I took a nap, because they say taking a nap, and not like a heavy nap, like a light nap, and they say when you wake up from it you might see fairies. And I sat between two trees because it's a between place. If you want to see fairies, they say go in between times, between places, as in between dusk and dawn, sunset, sunrise, midnight, noon. What else is in between place? I'm trying to think. Between places, I should know this. Sand, like if you're on the beach, if you live by a beach, if you're in between sand and water, you're in between land and the ocean. You can see undines, which are water fairies. Then there's sylphs, which are air fairies, and I'm a Gemini, so that's the kind of fairies I was trying to connect with today. We're Geminis. I mean, sylphs, because I am an air sign, so I thought that connecting with the air fairies might be the easiest for me. So I noticed a couple of times I left them gifts, and the gifts that I left them were milk and I have this little tiny seashell. I put a little bit of milk in it because they don't like to be given milk in a cup or anything that's not biodegradable. So I put it in a seashell, and I left that out for them, and then I left them out a little bit of honey and a little tiny broken piece of crystal that I have. I have a whole bunch of little broken pieces of crystals that are at the bottom of, like, I have a couple different crystal jars at home that I keep my crystals in. They're at the bottom of them, and I put those out for fairies. So that's just kind of a way to build your relationship with them, build a good foundation with them, because some people, I mean, it could take forever to see a fairy. Some people never see fairies. Some people see fairies, they claim to see fairies right away, or have some kind of connection with fairies. Some people, I've heard somewhere, they actually have a type of, they don't have fairy blood running in them, but they have like some kind of, there's something in them, like almost like hereditary, that fairies, that the fae can connect with. So some people connect with fairies right off the bat, and I don't think I'm one of them, to be honest. But today I did notice that I did sacred space, and then I did my magic circle in the in-between spot that I chose, which was in between two trees in a valley where there wasn't many cars or anywhere. I picked a place where there wasn't very many people, and I'm just really hoping I don't see somebody I know walking around here listening to me talking about fairies, because I live in a small town, and this is South Park, and everybody kind of comes here, so it'd be really embarrassing. Well, not embarrassing, but you know. Yeah, they're like, Lexi, what are you doing? Nothing, talking about fairies from a YouTube video. Anyways, so I sat there in a little valley where there wasn't very many, where there wasn't a major road or anything, because fairies don't like a lot of traffic. They don't like to be around where a lot of humans are. They don't like loud noises, like mechanical noises, like cars and trucks, like that right there. So I found a quiet spot, and basically I just sat there, did my sacred space, and then I put up my magic circle, and I had this big blanket and I laid down on, and I kind of surrounded myself with crystals that I like. Lately I've been attached to fluorite. I found whenever I go into a magic shop or a crystal store, I found that I'm connected with fluorite. I automatically grab that stone. At first it was rose quartz, but now I'm kind of leaning more towards, and then it was selenite. And then after that, I like moonstone for a little while, and I still do like moonstone. I still like rose quartz. Oh, and I like citrine, and I like ametrine because I like citrine and I like amethyst. So therefore, ametrine was one of my favorite stones, and moonstone. So, but yeah, I'd say fluorite. I have a fluorite wand, and that's what I use to cast my circle, and I have found that it works great. I'm really starting to feel the energy in my circle whenever I'm around it, and whenever I'm getting to the barriers of it. I can feel whenever when you're getting to the barrier where your circle ends. I'm starting to feel where the magic ends. So once you get further along in your craft and in your witchcraft, or in your spirituality, if you're following whatever you're doing, you'll start to, if it includes magic, you'll start to feel your limitations of magic and where you, I was reading a book, I think it was by Silver Ravenwolf, and she said that she can feel, like when one of her kids are doing magic in the house, she can feel it. So I think as you grow, your magic grows, and like almost, it's like a sixth sense almost. You can feel when magic's going on around you, or where your magic is, your limitations of magic are leaving off, and where they're beginning and where they're starting and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool that I could find out where my circle ended and where it began, because I used to have a lot of trouble with that, and I used to have to mark it, but now I'm getting to the point where I don't have to mark it anymore. So I thought that was pretty cool and exciting. I look like a hot mess, because I've been out here for 3.5 hours in South Park. It's a huge place. There's like 3 different ponds, and probably more than that, and lake, or there isn't a lake, there's really big ponds, and I was trying to find one of those fairy stones, because I've been so into fairies lately. One of those fairy stones that are big round stones, and they have a circle through them, and I know you can find them at places where there's water that's like running through like a stream, where there's a bunch of rocks laying down around there. So I looked through there and I couldn't find any, so who knows. They're fairy stones, so when the fairies want me to have one, I guess I'll find one. What else? I'm getting ready to put up a video of fireworks, and because I was right where the fireworks were at in my town, so I'm gonna put that video up. And I thought I took a video. I can't talk tonight. I thought I took a pretty good video, because my grandma, she lives right wherever in her neighborhood where they do the fireworks, and I marked on the video where the grand finale is at, so you guys will be able to skip through that if you want to watch the grand finale and you don't want to watch the whole fireworks, if you miss fireworks, that is, or if you just want to watch it over again, you can. So I'll be putting this video up probably second, and I'll put the firework video up first, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you had a lovely Sunday, and I hope you're getting ready for the full moon on the 12th. So I'll do another video then about the Isbat that's coming up, the July Isbat. So stay tuned. Goodbye. Blessed be. Mwah.